Hey, what's up? My name is iPhong and welcome back to Doki Doki Blue Skies. The previous episode was so sweet and we got something out of the gallery. This. And it's so sweet. And also the present that I gave to her as well as a model with the neon lights being put inside. So in the previous episode we've been through the second act of the storyline, the past, present, and the future, and we are going to get into the unknown this time. And before I'm gonna get into these videos, always the disclaimer: Doki Doki Blue Sky and Doki Doki Literature Clubs are both rated 13G, so please be prepared for yourself because I don't want you guys and girls to hit hard. I mean, be like me in the previous episode when I got too much emotional being hit from deep inside. Just stop, okay? And just go to sleep or maybe going outside and clear your head, take a deep breath, and get some fresh air. And also for those who haven't had Doki Doki Blue Skies yet, I always suggest you to read the description down below, and yeah, you need to get the original games Doki Doki Literature Clubs first, and then there's mods down there, and always read the description as well. And also in the description down below there's also my Discord server right there. I'm just basically talking about gaming, and we are talking in English and Vietnamese there, and there's also other language as well if you want to, and I'm actually leave it into individual channels anyway, but the only language I know is English and Vietnamese actually, but there's general channels where there's language mix up, and some people may get confused and they demand for individual language, so feel free. So yeah, anyway, back to the games, and don't forget to read the description down below. I don't want you guys to get lost, okay? And as well is to go back to my blind play episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10 to right now because this is my 6th run and my first run in this storyline. And I did my first run, second run, third run, and fourth run, and fifth run already in these channels, and it's other character around. So I hope you're gonna check those videos first, and then you'll come back here, and then you'll better understanding what I was talking about and what storylines I'm focusing on. So let's continue. So I think if the games ask me again to reveal the relationship status, I think I'm ready. Most people typically see January as a pretty daily month. January blues. I think it's cool. With the cold weather, the grey skies, the end of Christmas holiday. Yeah, I can see it. Not this January though. I haven't been able to get series kiss out of my mind. It's hard to believe she's actually my girlfriend now. And just 4 months ago we hadn't spoken in years. Joining the clubs, discovering Sarah's feeling for me, and well, finding out about her depression. It was pretty overwhelming. I decided to tell my mom about feeling for Sarah after Christmas, although I left out part about her depression. She was 3 for us, so it was good to know that she brought us dating. Anyway, there's a few days left for Christmas break, and I know exactly how I want to spend them. After shooting Syria takes and make my way over. What magical adventure are we gonna go on today, iPhone? I'm glad you asked that, Siri. But before that, can we clean the room? Today we're go to a magical snowy wonderland. Expect it to be a wild journey filled with snow and snowballs and festive lights. She looks at me for a moment before bursting out laughing. Oh, you're so silly sometimes. Hey, it's not like you could come up with good imagery on the spot. Try me. Winky winky. Man, I really like how they change and the emotion on this character though. Okay, then now let's see what you can come up with this literary expert. She thinks for a moment. We are going to go on a bold, daring venture to a place brimming with magical lights, pristine snow and frozen icy fractals. Better? You know what? I know where I'm bit. Sari grins with pride, puffing her chest out proudly. Although I bet you don't even know how others were made. Did you really listen to the Thesaurus? Expected my child not to earn a pound from her, but she stands firm. Don't be jealous that you never stuck out on the ice queen. Ice queen? Both words for someone whose hands get cold super easily. Especially when this person accidentally leaves her clothes at home. That got her. Minnie can never let me win. Slide up closer and blind a crease on the nose. You love it, Billy. Although the pound tells otherwise, there's no denying that red blush dripping onto her cheeks. By the way, for your secret Santa, who did you go shopping with? Nassau. Oh my god, you dress so well. I mean, wait, did you get this from Nassau as well? That must be an awkward afternoon. It wasn't actually. It's rare that I get to see Nassau outside of the crowd, so it was a really nice day out together. Girls' day out, eh? Can you say that? She helped me out a lot when it came to picking a present for you. Tut. Kid didn't even think of a present for me without some help. You're the one who admitted that it was a hard after the Christmas party. Checkmate. Since when was your memory that good? No fair. The ice queen never forgets. She laughs at some eye of my eyes. You really like that self-appointed title, don't you? It doesn't even make sense you hate the gold. Does it bother you? Shut, let it go. I can't believe you just did that. Let it go! Let it go! I mean, yeah, reminds me she has cold hand too, you know. She giggles sweetly, playfulness lays in her laugh. Anyway, she was really stuck on what to get Yuri. There were the obvious choices like new pen or something to do with tea. She was considering getting her one of those, but she said she wanted to go for something that was so obvious. She can be really thoughtful when she wants to be. Yeah, I got that impression, that look on Yuri's face. Man, she really wasn't expecting this Lily at all. I had thought Natsuki wouldn't just got her horror book and be done with it. Well, that's the thing. Natsu says she likes to surprise people. Once you get past her prickly side, she really has a big heart. Not exactly hard to have a big heart when you're that small, though, is it? iPhong. It's jokes. Mother, please don't tell her I say that. Only you might be Choco. That doesn't sound so. Why did I had a feeling she gonna do the same thing as Natsu did? And maybe some cookies. Anything else about massage, a Ferrari, perhaps a holiday cruise to Caribbean as well. And now you mention it, you'll be so lucky. The different place. My god. Where you have Sari? Her eyes whizzed over the menu. Given the abundance of cakes, buns, and other sweet foods, I'm not expecting her to reply anytime it's decade. Cinnamon buns again? You got it right. No, actually, I think I'm gonna try the smoked cake. They look so soft and delicious. The genuine excitement on her face is so endearing to see. To think that the girl is adorable as mine. After giving our order to a waiter, I can't help but reach across the table and take her hands in mine. She looks a little surprised initially, but soon rubs my hand with her fingers, smiling shyly. You know, that's something I always love about you. How double you are? Huh? Like even right now, you're getting really flustered, aren't you? Me? No. Well, took me a while to realize my feelings for you. And over the months, those feelings grew stronger. You gave me a barefoot once, and your hand brushed against mine. Remember thinking about how soft your hands felt. Took me totally off guard. So that's why you zoned out. I was wondering why you looked like you were in a trance. I wasn't the greatest at covering my tracks, was I? And you smell really nice too. I remember letting that slip when we were carving pumpkins. That doesn't really make sense. I hadn't showered that day. I don't know. Maybe it's just your natural symptom. Man, that makes me sound like a real caveman, doesn't it? Unless you're a very handsome caveman. Now it's my turn to go red, finding my weak spot. Sayori grins and opens her mouth, no doubt eager to watch me flail for a change. Thankfully, her moment of opportunity is interrupted by the waiters bringing us our food. Another huge smile appears on her face as the cake is put in front of her. It's really not hard to put a smile on her face, is it? Watching her eat is a sight to behold. It's almost like she's inhaling it straight into the bottomless pit that is her stomach. What's the matter, iPhong? Compliments making you turn red. It was really cute seeing how nervous you were when you warmed up my hand. You were stuttering and everything. Something tells me it wasn't because of the cold. Guilty as charged. Does the plan work? I assume that it was all a ruse. Then again, I've got to hold hands with you, so aren't we both winners? Don't take my victory away from me, Minnie. Not taking away from you, just sharing it. Is that so wrong? Stick my tongue out, huh? To give you credit though, the mistletoe plan was pretty flawless. I had absolutely no clue it was coming. That was so much fun playing with the girls. You're a wing woman. Yuri felt bad, but Nasu and Monica were alright for it. You looked absolutely terrified when you saw the mistletoe. Duh. It was nerve-wracking enough when we almost kissed before the other arrived. And then I had to do it with 3 other people watching. That plan almost backfired on you though. Huh? Well, it was your first kiss too, right? In this storyline, yes, but in my run, no. Oh yeah. Although I had advised Monica beforehand on how to kiss someone. Yep. Please don't tell me you kissed Monica. Sorry, it would be Yuri. I mean, not Yuri. That girl, Yuri type. I didn't know you were meant to close your eyes. Stare at her. Even I knew that, I bet Monica had teach you a lot, didn't she? I'm not legally obligated to answer that, but I owe into laughter. Also, in the original games, Monica totally against this character, but now in this mod, she did the opposite. Nice. I burst out into laughter. Hey. Sorry. I'm just trying to picture how that conversation went down. Did you ask Monica how to kiss someone? Or were you meant to put your hands while you do it? No, I didn't. I kinda wanted to though. I had no idea what to do, to be honest, and I was scared that I messed it up. It's being your first kiss and all. And the more I thought about it, the worse I felt that I put you in a really awkward situation. It's really okay, I enjoyed the kiss after all, plus it was my first one as well, so I was hardly a bro. Really? Really? And you know what I say? Practice makes perfect, right? Very smooth, iPhong. And are we gonna do the Adon thing? I really have a feeling about this atmosphere. An hour or so later, we both wound up in my living room. I'm lying on my sofa with Sayori up next to me, content as I can be. Now that we're actually together, what we meant to do. I have no clue, you're my first girlfriend after all. Don't get me wrong. It's really nice to just cuddle up together. But when you think about what couple do together, what comes to mind? Remember, I have a really dark mind, But God, remember this. Oh. I had to pause actually think about this. Like go on dates, which I guess we technically just did at the cafe. Sorry, Sayori, I really just as clueless as you are. That's alright. I guess we have to do it. I guess we do have all the time in the world to figure it out. Sorry for breaking so quick accidentally. That's alright. I guess we do have all the time in the world to figure it out. To be honest, I'm perfectly happy to just to cuddle up together. Just being with you, no matter what we're doing, makes me happy. Oh, that's how I feel with you too, actually. Does that mean I can cancel the romantic getaway to Paris then? She pokes me in the side. But France is the romance capital of the world. No, France is the country. Okay? Remember, England is not a city. Okay? I mean, a lot of people who make mistakes like this. France is a romantic country, but when you actually come to France, reality breaks you because there's like, you know, protests outside the street. Also, I mean, I did hear about this about a female being harmed there a lot in France, and man, good God. How much money do you got to spend, Sayori? Does that include pocket money I spent years ago? Yeah, sure. Maybe negative 200 yen then. Who did you own to, Sayori? Unless the planes are operated by retired hamsters, I don't think we're going to be going France anytime soon. I really want a hamster. Nande. Why? You mean why? Do I have a pet? Why would you call it? Little Storch. Storch. Oh my god, that hamster. I don't think it's a hamster, it's a mouse. Why? Because of that movie. Yep, Little Storch. Or Storlito. You know that Storlito was a mouse and not a hamster, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What's the difference? Hamsters taste nicer. I mean, I did watch some Storlitos. I really wish I watched the whole part. I mean, I remember Storlito has a lot of parts, but I haven't watched them all because, man, I don't have much time. And yeah, is it bad that that actually makes me laugh? It means your humor is like mine, so take that as you will. That's definitely not a good thing then. Don't make me push you off the couch. You wouldn't dare. Oh, I had a better idea. Sayori, the floor is lava. God dang it. I sit up and without hesitation, anything begin to tickle her mercilessly. The effect is instant. Sayori immediately begins foaming and laughing uncontrollably. She writhing on the couch, her eyes simmering with tears with her involuntary laughter. Okay, sorry for what I say about your humor. This is stop. As I was much so if they ever so slightly, just give her a chance to catch her breath. Bad move. Revenge. So you don't try to me beneath her despite unexpected dexterity totally catching me off guard. Left from my body sinking to the opposite end of the couch. She wasted no time to dishing out some cold revenge, and within seconds my laughter squirming has replaced her entirely. Jack, we did not expect you to be able to do that. She brings her face closer to mine with this eye to see how smug she is. It actually gives me an idea. Going forward, I plan a desperate kiss on her lips, and like with our previous kisses, this time my tongue is involved, slowly pressing against her top lip. The effect is immediate. Her hands go from trying to tickle me to slowly linking around the back of my head. As the kiss deepens, she slowly pushes me back down into the couch. Body falls with mine. After a few seconds, I'm lying down with her body directly on top of mine. My mind going wild trying to process exactly what's going on. I only intended for the kids to distract her, but it's emitted some kind of urge in both of us. Her body felt so warm against mine, and with sudden jolt, I'm very aware. Part theory, namely two-part, that are pressed up against my chest. It is said that atmosphere is completely charged. Neither of us know how to react. The silence continues on, with each passing second feeling like hours. Had the house ourselves, her body is pressed on top of mine, and there's some kind of primal instinct stirring within both of us. But my eyes, Savory. She hastily climbs up me. Sorry, I didn't mean to. It's okay. It just kinda happened. Yeah. Anyway, I had a lot of fun today, iPhong. It's shame school start tomorrow though. I was hoping your wedding reminds me. Getting the result of all December exam back. Generally could go one of the two ways. We'll be fine, I think. Only one way to find out. Anyway, it's getting late. Want me to walk up with you home? Sure. Okay, I hopefully please begging that the result doesn't affect those lovers. Okay. And here we are back in class. Please don't slack off, please. Man, the holidays really whistle by in a flash. Seeing theory in the morning really makes a huge difference to how I perceive the school day. Am I the morning person now? Maybe she really is my sunshine. Just like a poem. She really make me mushy, hasn't she? Wonder what mom would think. Psst. Amy? Morning, Amy. Your Christmas break? So, did it work? Yep. My wing woman. Huh? Savory duh. Are you guys together yet? Going straight in, I see. Well, are you? Yep, we are. I knew it. Best wingman. I'm wing woman. He's in the game. I mean, thank you games for making Amy becoming like, ooh, my wing woman here. I mean, Siri has her wing womans too also, Monica, right? And I got Amy. I go. Well, I think that's everyone. God dang it, Sakurai. Sorry. As the last student makes their way to the deck, Sakurai puts down the sister and stands at the front of the class. Hope everyone had a good break. There's a weak lukewarm murmur. Oh, come on, guy, you got it easy. Your exam was before the break. I guess the teacher at the school that had January exam, at least they had the reason to be so unenthusiastic without returning. Anyone get anything cool for Christmas? Amy, don't say it. Don't say it, Amy. Yeah, Mom finally gave and got me this new pair of running sneakers. Damn. Pretty practical as for sure. A friend of mine got me a plant. Reminds you of something? I'm not sure what it's about me screams flower name, but hey, life's full of surprise. Anyway, given I was supposed to start on this 5 minutes ago, let's begin, shall we? Normally I eat outside when it comes to lunchtime, given how cold it's gotten recently. The outdoors doesn't particularly appeal to me right now. Well, students opt to just eat in their homeroom, especially as the temperature drops outside. I would do the same though. The club room is also a viable choice, and luckily it's always free around lunchtime. Over the Christmas break, we suggested eating there in the club room, and despite Monica saying she couldn't make any promises, the decision was pretty much university to agree on. With my stomach gurgling, I make my way over. Yuri and Natsu are already there by the time I arrive. While they not exactly best friends or anything, their relationship is much less shaky than it was 3 months ago. I could tell that Natsu's thoughtfulness really touched Yuri. Hey guys, Romeo himself has arrived. Natsu. Afternoon, iPhong. Monica not here. It's not much of a surprise, given how much she has like 5 million extracurriculars going on. The door swing open and Sayuri walked through, a cheery smile on her face. Hey, so can we all decide to eat together at lunchtime? Looking back, I'm kinda surprised no one suggested earlier. Well, it's New Year, new start. All we need to know is more. Once again, door swing open and Monica waves at us, the apologetic smile on her face. Sorry. I had so much stuff to sort out. My teacher was walking to me about university applications. Already? But your second year of high school isn't even over yet. Monica sighs and wearily rubs her temples, pulling out her foot. Yeah, I know, it's stressful to say the least. But I'm getting the results of my December exams back soon. Don't worry, Monica, I'm sure you've done just fine. You work so hard. I'm inclined to agree. You're more those students, and I know how much effort you put into your studies. Monica smiles at their efforts but doesn't look wholly convinced. But now that we are all here, should I you that we don't have a club meeting today? There wouldn't be much point, given none of us had any points to share. We can hold a session tomorrow though, if you guys are interested. I know we didn't hold too many last semester, and that's on me, sorry. I had a lot going on. Yeah, I'm down for a meeting tomorrow, probably really rusty, so there'll be a good chance to get back into it. Don't do Sayuri. Could try one together if you like. I'm still not as good as you, so this could be a good way to learn. Oh, that could be really fun tonight. Yep. Well, that's a true love so then, work for me. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'll see you guys tomorrow then. She finishes writing something down in her planner. I also noticed that she's using the plan Yuri got her for Christmas. Judging by the shy smile on Yuri's face, it's safe to say she also noticed. Monica suddenly stands up, swiftly packing always her food containers. Wait, you're leaving so soon? Yeah, I can't really stick around. Need to talk to my parents about the whole university thing. They've been hounding me ever since the sensation started. See you guys later. And just like that, she's gone. Free time is good for her, isn't it? She really has so much going on. I couldn't fathom being in her shoes. The stress would be too much. All those exams you have to take for university, I don't invite you guys in this like this. Well, we don't take those exams until third year, but I think Monica has started her prep recently. Yeah, Joyce, but being first year Nasu, count yourself lucky because you'll be in Monica's shoes before you know it. Wonder how long it will be until Sakurai start asking me the same thing. The question lingers on my mind as the rest of the lunch break passed by. And I was thinking like this, since I remember Monica, Yuri, Sayuri, and the main protagonist can be Doki, so had to leave the love story behind and focus on school. And yeah, I totally understand that most countries like in Japan or Korea, China, even my home country Vietnam, like we are totally stressed out when the school is almost over and you have to take stressful full force preparing on the exam to prepare for the university and college, and it's stressful, and yeah, you have to leave everything behind. You have to leave your hobbies behind, your love story behind, and you have to focus on school, and that's sad. And you have no idea how many people have got depression because of the amount of studies. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, there's even people who even harm themselves for that too. So that's also the reason why I really suggest you to be prepared for yourself, because this game is rated 13G. As the end of the school days arrive, I wander around down the corridor towards Sayuri's homeroom. Along the way, I spotted Yuri leaving her own classroom. Hello again, iPhong. Yuri looked away nervously, feeling with a strange hair. You don't have to, of course, but She stands there struggling to find the right words. What? If you like, would you like to walk home together? Want to walk home with me? Sorry, it's a stupid suggestion. I don't know why I asked. It's not like I didn't want to do anything. I just didn't expect you to ask. Are you sure? I know you normally walk with Sayuri and I wouldn't want to intrude upon that or anything. You're worrying for nothing, Yuri. Why would she mind? The more the merrier. It's cool. I was just on my way to go and find her now, so feel free to come along. Soon after, I spot Sayuri in the hallway, curiously as Yuri trailing behind me. There you are. I give her a daring peck on the lips, causing her to blush. Hey, ready to walk home? Yuri gonna join us this time, if that's okay. I hope it's no bother. Surprise flashes across Sayuri's features gone as soon as it appears. Oh, sure, that's fine. Although I can't come with you guys today. Oh, my homeroom teachers wanted to talk to me about some stuff, so you should go ahead. I'll walk with you through tomorrow. Are you sure? Pretty sure we can wait. We're not in agreement. It's no bother. But Sayuri shakes her head. No, there's no telling how long it will go on for. Because I think it might be a long discussion. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay then, see you soon. Bye, Sayuri. And I start to have a feeling that I should not tag Yuri along in the first place. Man. It's slightly strange walking home with Yuri. Nothing against her, of course, but just I've grown to use Sayuri being there instead. Although Yuri is still fairly shy, I've noticed that she's come out of her shell a little bit, especially since we went Christmas shopping together. Not that I'm complaining or anything, but why did you want to walk home with me today? Oh well. She looks away and sighs. It's just not so easy. Just I don't push it. If my fight with Sayuri taught me anything, it's that you can never tell what demons people are entirely bad. Given I still know very little about Yuri, it's definitely best to not on the side of caution. The Christmas period has always been very family-oriented, at least for me. For as long as I can remember, my parents used to put a lot of effort into making Christmas memorable. Especially in this country, the focus of Christmas is on spreading happiness. From what I read, Christmas is much more a festivity concerned with religion in Western countries. But if I digress, well, I haven't spent Christmas with my family in a while. And if you don't mind me asking, why's that? Yuri looks away, picking at her sleeves. I notice that she tends to do that when she is so nervous. They weren't around this year. Yeah, sad. There's a pause. I feel like there's more to her answer, but again, instinct tells me not to push it. The Christmas period was very lonely, as you can imagine. Going shopping with you, exchanging gifts, playing with all of the club's members. It surely was the highlight of December, although it was only temporary. When I got home, I took out the piece Lily that Natsuki gave me. It was such a thoughtful gift, but it was also bittersweet. That I wouldn't have been the type of present that my parents would have got me. So while it was lovely to receive the plant, it was a reminder that my parents weren't the ones who gave it to me. Hey Yuri, I had no idea you were so lonely. If you told me this earlier, I would love to spend time with you. I had a lot of fun when we did our Christmas shopping. You were really good company when you gave really useful advice. Oh, well, you and Sayuri are a couple, and the last thing I want to do would be sure of that. I wave her concern away. Yuri, Sayuri, and I would like you. You're our friend. You've seen how Sayuri makes her top priority to ensure her friends are happy. It's not a problem at all. I'm sorry to bother you with my trouble like this. It's just I couldn't really talk to the other two girls. Monica is constantly very busy and Natsu. Well, our friendship has definitely improved since the first argument. Now at the stage where you can be comfortable asking her to hang out. Yes. I've been always been quite solitary by nature, and while I enjoy time myself, sometimes it would be nice to spend time with another person. especially one as open-minded and considerate as you. Not that I don't appreciate the other club's members, it's just that, well, I haven't really spent a day with any of them, which is just true. And well, I think it's rather obvious that social ethics isn't an area I excel in. Hey, well, I'm glad you're comfortable around me and able to tell me all about this, Yuri. I know what it's like to be lonely. Last year, before I reconnected with Sayuri and met all you guys, I was pretty much alone too. I mean, I had classmates, sure, but we never really spent time together outside the class. A lot of my free time was spent alone, and then my parents had a divorce, so that makes it a lot worse. So yeah, I hate for someone else to go through that, especially someone who discards friends. I gave her a quick hug. Based on the look on her face, it's safe to say that she definitely was not expecting it. Thank you, iPhong. It really means a lot to me. Nothing to thank me for is what friends do. Anyway, what are you up to tonight? Well, given the semester has only just begun, I'm relatively free, as I don't have any homework to read. I also started this new book. It's very popular, so you may have heard of it as well. The story revolves around a group of children and their snuggles against a supernatural homicidal entity, which uses shape-shifting to exploit its victims' fears. It typically takes me in the form of a deranged-looking clown. Actually, I have heard that one. The kid later gone to fight with monsters at dawn, like 20 years later, right? Yuri's eyes lights up. I always been meaning to get into it. Oh well. I actually have a spare copy if you'd be interested in reading it. Oh, well that's coincidental if I ever seen one. Sure thing, I'll let you know how I'm finding it. Like, if that's something you want to. And if that's something you want to do, that would be lovely. Well, this is me. Okay. Guess Yuri was engrossed in our conversation. Now that we're here, there's a wistful, sad look on her face that she tries to hide by turning away. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, and thanks for letting me walk with you. There's nothing, Yuri, and thanks for the book. Let's get started on this tonight. I look forward to hearing your thoughts on the first few chapters tomorrow then. She turns and leaves as I absentmindedly watch her walk down the street. I can't help but wonder if there's anything more I can do for her. In some way, her situation is like Sayuri, but girl struggling with an invisible adversary. And I was totally oblivious. Given Yuri's solitary nature, I suppose it was easier to see. I wonder if Monica and Nasu are struggling with anything as well. Yes. Given the latter prickly nature, I don't think she'd ever tell me. And with Monica, since she's under a lot of pressure from her parents and teachers, this cloud isn't actually exactly the epitome of happiness, is it? After an hour or so later, Sayuri texted me to let me know she was on her way. Man, her teacher really kept her for a while. Now we're settled down in the living room, pens and paper at the ready. I can't decide what this poem should be about. Sorry. I'm not actually that bothered about writing a poem. To be honest, I've only suggested this so we could spend more time together. Oh, so we write poems together, do homeworks together. I mean, there's lamb in the couch for a reason. Really? I'm leaning over myself, so I'm sitting directly behind her, wrapping my arm around her back. She giggles and leans backward. But iPhong, I know. Yes, I detach myself from the notepad from me, pen in hand. Don't copy each other's, okay? After a while, we both finished up our poems. Sayuri wasn't kidding when she said she does better in creative subjects. Watching her brainstorm and write a poem has proven to be a real eye-opener. Although not quite to the same extent as Yuri, Sayuri really gets lost in her own little world. As she wrote, I was struck by how much attention goes into her work. For instance, she deliberately avoids cliches and has an interestingly varied rhyming scheme. Her language is emotive and effective, enabling the reader to vividly picture what she's talking about. It's easy to immerse yourself into a world she creates, and the best part was seeing the look on her face was as she wrote. My poem obviously can't hold a candle to hers, but it was at least much more enjoyable to write my poem with her next to me. Sayori? Hmm? What do your homeroom teachers want to talk to you about? Oh, that. Well, I haven't been handling homework some time. It's just been, well, it's impossible to find the motivation to work on it sometimes. Haven't you thought about telling you about, well, your depression? I don't think you should talk about it, main protagonist. I'm sure they'd be a bit more lenient if they knew what was going on. From their perspective, they probably just think you're being lazy. Maybe that would be a lot of hassle. As she talked, I reached over to my bag and pulled out a book Yuri lent me. Oh, what's that? That looks scary. Oh yeah, that's a book Yuri lent me while we were walking home. She just got into this book herself and happened to have a spare copy. Just as I thought, I always wanted to read this book as well. What a coincidence, huh? They are silent for a few moments, a few seconds. Yeah, I said something wrong. Yes, because it's all the girls, you know. Sayori? Oh, sorry, I was just looking at the front cover. Pretty creepy, huh? Another awkward silence. Ivan, why did you really want to walk home with you? It's just what friends would do, right? Why does she look angry all of a sudden? Oh, that. I'm not sure if I should tell Siri about Yuri feeling really lonely. As good as the friendship is, Yuri's confession was rather personal. Unsure. Really unsure about this. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. Why not? Well, it's personal. Okay. Yuri just well going through with some difficult time at the moment, and we are friends, so I guess that's why she wanted to talk to me. And you like spending time with her, don't you? Not quite. I mean, yeah, isn't that normal between friends? I mean, yeah, that's normal, but not as good as being with Sayori. Yeah, of course it is. I'm glad you two get along so well. You two also went Christmas shopping together, right? Yeah, she actually really good with suggestion. I mean, we are partners for being Secret Santas. I mean, it would be weird when the Secret Santas and the one who got the present work together. Is weird, right? But she did take ages in the stationery shop. You think I'd get used to that given how long you spent in the shop that had candy? Playfully nudged her, but she barely responds. You okay? You seem a little tense. Oh, sorry, yeah, I was just thinking about all the homework I need to catch up on. I should probably get going, actually. Oh, really? She stands up and heads to the door. You go away and ask Yuri to come over. She's better company than I am anyway. No. Oh. She closes the door and I left there, wondering what that was all about. Guess there's something upset her or perhaps she had a fight with Yuri? No, okay? It just... Read the room, main protagonist! I mean, that can explain why she seemed angry at the mention of Yuri's name. I'm too tired to think this one will ask her about tomorrow. God dang it, main protagonist. I mean, most female they don't like the other girls being mentioned. Jesus Christ. Being refreshed after a decent night's sleep, I'm patiently waiting for Sayori. The winter chill has no mercy, especially this early in the morning. Thankfully, Sayori isn't particularly late, and before we know it, we are on our way to school. Hey, iPhong. Yes, Lady Sayori, how can I be service on this fine winter morning? I was curious. Who's your favorite club member? Not including you. I don't really have any, to be honest. Well, I hate Monica. None of them are as awesome as you. Come on, you gotta like one of them more than others. I narrow my eyebrow. Where did this question come from? I mean, I would pick Monica. I mean, she the son of Gaijo, right? Quite a certain interest. I just wanted to know how well you're getting along with the others. Definitely not Nasu for obvious reason. I got the feeling she likes me, plus it's already really awkward when it's just the two of us. I spoke to her alone once last semester. It was a painful experience. What about Monica? Compared to Nasu, we definitely get along a lot better. She looked super appreciative when I told her how much I liked the club just before we performed. To be honest, she always been a little intimidating. I nervously scratched the back of my head. You know, being a perfect student, or maybe I'm imagining it, but sometimes I get the impression that she might look down on me. Don't get me wrong, I definitely appreciate all her artwork for that club and all. Much like Nasu, we never really spent time together, so I wouldn't really say she's my favorite either. So what about Yuri? Can you just please read the room? Please, for goddamn sake, main protagonist. How about Yuri? Unless I'm mistaken, Sayuri is trying really hard to appear nonchalant. It isn't working particularly well. Well, I'd probably say it's her. Nope. I mean, I got to know her a little better over the last semester, and she went from someone who could barely maintain eye contact with me, to someone who agreed to go shopping with me and just us. I'm just seeing her come out of her shell and see real her, I guess. Okay, that's what I thought. Sorry, is everything okay? I noticed you had kinda a problem last night after we talked about Yuri. Did you guys have an argument or something? I really can't imagine those two having fallen out of all people. It's extremely rare for Sayuri to get angry, along with the fact that their personalities don't clash at all. So what could it be? Of course not, Baka. I was just a bit surprised at how friendly she's been with you recently, that's all. Given how shy she is, I'm just curious to just a bit surprised, that's all. Right. 本当に大丈夫、Sayuri. School is looming inside, so unfortunately our conversation will have to end there. And please don't slack off again, main protagonist. So as you can tell, the 1930s were very important for European history. Countries all across the continent were experiencing significant changes, both politically and socially. Now I made a New Year's resolution to end my lessons before the bell rings, so we go there. Oh, by the way, do I have a word I found? Swear to God, those must be the scariest words you could ever hear. Well, along with I'm pregnant, we have a talk. It's not you, it's me. Now hopefully there are things I won't hear from Sayuri, especially the second one. I pushed the front gate awkwardly, hovering by the side. I need to give you the result of your essay, so here they are. Okay, I need to give you the result of your essay to that list. Am I doing something bad? He pulls out a piece of paper and lowers his voice as some students are eating nearby. Don't have to look like you've seen a ghost. And mind wanders back to last October. Funny he should mention ghosts. For the most part, you've done well. Your grades in history, Japanese, English, especially, are both satisfactory. Looks like being in that literature club has really helped, huh? How do you know about that? iPhong, please. Otherwise, oh, ow. Aren't you one of the youngest teachers in the school? He sighs dramatically. You can never let me have any fun, can you? Although your grades in other subjects could be a little better, namely math and physics. It's not cause of concern, but I know you can do better. Yeah, about that. Truth be told, last semester was kinda hectic. Why you said that main protagonist? Is the teacher right there, right in front of your face, and you're talking about relationship stuff? Sayori? How did you know? Did Sayori tell you? His eyes twinkles with a knowing smile. Anyway, you're bright students when you want to be, so breathe a sigh of relief. I recommend paying attention to the technical stuff from math and physics especially, and don't be afraid to ask for help when it's needed. Not everyone can excel at everything, but I have faith in your ability to bring your grades up. Thanks, sir. The past few months weren't easy, relationships are tricky, so I'm glad I was able to keep up academically at least. Process to study me, offering a shrewd smile. Of course, just be careful not to make Sari jealous from what I see in the literature club is full of girls. Yep. I mean, in the original said that this literature club is full of kawaii girls. He chuckled to himself. Now I gotta go to a meeting that I have to pretend to be interested in. There really is no rest for the week. With a nod, he turns to leave. As I turn to follow him, my brain keeps replaying his words over to me. Just be careful not to make Sayori jealous. Fumbling for my phone, I noticed a text from Monica sent to all the club members in the group chat. Oh, even the group chat? Nice! Hey guys, just been told that the club room is being used after school today. It's for a supervision session for people to talk to their teachers about the exam grades. If something super important has power which means I can't make it. I'll do my best to rearrange it. Sorry guys. Emoji face. God's sake. Dang it. So can I see the response? A mechanical issue having replies like on an autopilot. My brain is rolling a million times of hour has. I finally realized something I should see coming. Before I can say anything, Sarah started the conversation. So my teacher gave me a sentence result back. Oh, so how did it go? Yeah, I can't really complain, I guess. I did much better than I thought with biology. Physics was a bit of a nightmare. Math wasn't great either, but on the whole I think I've done okay. Sayori, are you jealous of Yuri? The abruptness of my question, along with the clash of conversation topic, takes her by surprise. For a moment there's a silence. The silence grows heavier as I realize how tactless I was with the approach. What makes you think that? Is your homeroom teacher told me that you're my girlfriend and I know you for years. Well, I had to be jealous of. She's trying to sound confident in her answer, but the wavering in her voice gives away. I don't know that we spent time together, the Christmas shopping and walking home we met yesterday. She returns away so I can read the expression on her face. When she replies, she tucked into the ground. I'm sorry, iPhong. It's just you seem so happy with her and we're just friends, Sayori. I would thought you'd see that. Don't you trust me? I'm not sure I want to hear the answer. It's not that I don't trust you, it's just that I'm trying to believe I'm worth your time, and then I hear about how she's favorite members of the club and you really enjoy seeing her come out of shell. So that's why she's asking me. It all makes sense now for her depression, not the jealousy. When I asked why Yuri wanted to walk home with you, you said you couldn't tell me why because it was personal. I mentally snapped back myself. Looking back, of course, that answer must sound suspicious. Really sorry, I didn't mean to sound like that doubted you, eh? Oh my god, we ended up this again. God dang it. The reason why I overwrite myself too much because I don't want to mess it up. Because it's Act 3, you know. One slightly mistaken and a disaster. Serena, I settled into my house once we're comfortable. I continued to press her. No, Siri, it's not your fault. I didn't really see it from your perspective at all. Please believe me when I say you're only one I want. Yuri is a great friend, but that's it. The feeling I feel for her always brings back to me. I ran her into a hug as she sighs. As I struck her, she clings to me, hiding her face in the for my pleasure. I'm the one who should be apologizing. I'm totally new to relationships, so I really don't have a clue what I'm doing. It's okay, I don't think you were doing it to hurt me or anything. Okay, good, because I never do anything to hurt you. I've been such an idiot. You really just been feeling really lonely recently. I really feel sorry what you really told me yesterday. I'm not entirely sure if I should be telling her this, but at this point in time, I'm much more concerned with complete clarity between Siri and I. So that's why it makes a lot of sense thinking about it. But I can't help but think. She looks down the ground again, nervously biting her lips. Can't help but feel that Yuri likes you, I found. I don't know this. Secretly? Really? You can be really intense sometimes. There's a sad playfulness to her tone. Yes, really, she's trying to spend more time with you. She really appreciates your company. It's subtle, but I can tell by the way she looks at you, the things she get attached really quickly. But she said she knew we were together. She didn't want to intrude on that or anything. Sorry? Maybe I was right then. About what? About me just dragging you down. No, okay? Why can't I even give you that you can't? You said yourself that she's lonely and she wants to speak you then she'll be happy. She's smart, she's really pretty, and she's really elegant. And what am I? I'm just an airhead. I can't even find the time to get ready in the morning. I'm just a non-living weight to you. There's so much more than that, Sayori. Even if Yuri was the most desirable girl on the planet, I would give a damn. Because you're the only person I want. You know something, when I was walking with Yuri yesterday, I couldn't help but wish that it was you I was with. I would do the same thing in that scenario too, though. It was only the one time we didn't work together, but one time is all I needed to realize how much I enjoy working hard with you. So what if you can't find the time to get ready in the morning? It's still beautiful even when you don't try. I found. You're just saying that though. I swear on my life that I'm being 100% genuine. There are things I always wanted to say to you, but I never really know how. And that's not all. I wake up every day. I feel so goddamn lucky knowing you're my girlfriend. You've always been there for me when I need it the most. I don't think I ever told you how happy you make me. I pull her close for a kiss. She clings close on me and I can send her urgency in to touch. It's impossible to describe how it feels to her in this moment of vulnerability. Don't really care about how elegant Yuri is. If I'm being honest, that's who she is. I much prefer your quirkiness and how silly we can be together. We have that link that no other girls in the world can say they have. We really do have that history together, don't we? A history that I never trade for anything. I found. Please don't leave me. I won't, obviously. I know I'm being selfish for asking that. You're not. I'm still so confusing. But when I'm with you, I feel warm inside and I think that, well, just for a moment, that maybe everything will be okay. I can't really understand why you care so much about me. I trust you. I'm glad Siri I really am, but if I'm being honest, she looks up at me. We can't do this alone. I think we should look into getting you some therapy. Are you serious, main protagonist? Okay, look. We've been to the police station and now we've been to the insane asylum. Are you kidding me? Games. We've been to a police officer before and now we've been to an insane asylum. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? Games, really? Really, Games? Really, Games? She looks away. I'll obviously always be there for you, but I'm just a normal teenage guy. There's only so much I can do. I don't know. Why not? It's just really scary though. I mean, there There are doctors and nurses and they're gonna help you out, and there's a psychologist as well. They're gonna tell you, they cheer you up, tell you what to do, you know. I mean, when you go to insane asylum, it doesn't mean you're going to jail. It means that you're going to the hospital. I don't want to go through all that false hope again. I tried therapy and antidepressant before, I found. Well, the medicines from before. Back when I was first diagnosed with depression, everyone told me that it would work. They told me that I would feel okay again. No, they trick you for them to have their money. I mean, antidepressant never works. Okay? I mean, I do have the depression history, but I never drink antidepressant at all. I never drink anything that rash. I just basically just move on my own, you know. But that never happened. I was much younger back then, and everything was a million times scarier and more confusing. All those tests, all the questions, the drugs. I didn't know what was wrong with me, and the whole thing was terrifying. What I give to be a medical professional right now? Wow, sorry, I had no idea. I wouldn't have expected you to have known. Would you believe me if I said things would be different this time around? And how would you know that? I wouldn't have missed for sure. Try again. But if we leave this unchecked, how would things ever change? I know it must be really hard for you. Believe me, I can only imagine what you're going through. And I totally get why you'd be reluctant to try again. But I promise you that this time I'll be here. You wouldn't have to go through all of this alone. I squeeze her hand. Well, we get to this together, remember? But what if it doesn't work again? You find another doctor and another therapist until it does, then it's not going to be that easy though. I know, I'm never going to give up on you, so I don't care how long it takes. You're so selfless in you, much you care for other people's happiness, but I want you to be happy. Do I really deserve that though? If other people deserve happiness, why don't you, Sayori? Just ask yourself that. Onegai, please? For me? Okay, for you. It feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder. Finally, I feel like I'm not alone trying to help Sayori anymore. I know that must have been really difficult things to agree to. I'm really proud of you. Much braver than you realize. Although I haven't been too pushy or anything about it. I want to encourage you, not force you. It's something that I would have had tried sooner or later, I guess. While there's always the chance that therapy might fail again, it's also the only way I could potentially get better. See, that's the spirit. She doesn't look wholly convinced but smiles anyway. I'll do it for you, iPhong. I'm not going to hold my breath, but if it makes you happy, I'll give it a try. That's all I can ask for right now. It means a lot of me that you'll be willing to try again. Well, let's hope this time will work out a little better. Anyway, I'll talk to my doctor tomorrow. Sound like a plan? Let me know how it goes. She have her private doctor? Or the doctor in the hospital that she about to ask? Okay, that we know one thing, but I don't know. Before I knew it, the weekend has already arrived. It's been a few days since I agreed to give therapy a try. Few days, huh? Yes, like nudge from me as she spoke to her doctor who managed to arrange her for a first therapy session tomorrow. I don't know, should I tag along? As relieved as I am with how well things were being handled, I'm still fairly apprehensive, seeing how pervasive her condition is, interfering with her ability to get homework done, twisting her self-perception. I can't lie, it's been daunting. I can see firsthand the crippling effect of depression on my best friend has been quite a shock to my system. A part of me can't help but worry that somehow me getting involved was the wrong move. Am I making things worse by making her think it's her fault that I'm so concerned for her? I can't shake off this horrible foreboding feeling that I'm getting into something that's way more serious than I can imagine. Am I really helping her, or I'm just being more emotional baggage for her to help? No, iPhong, don't let your irrational fears get better you. Not now. Let's look at the positive. She already agreed to seek help. That's the first step of recovery, right? Yeah, that's true. Jeez, why do I always have to stress over everything? Being with Siri makes my day brighter no matter the situation. We care about each other in a way that nobody can understand, and we always been there for each other. It's better to focus on that and stop worrying about what could go wrong. I'm constantly focusing on the negative. That's no good for anyone. Stay positive, optimistic outlook, iPhong, optimistic outlook. After completing my morning routine, I find myself sitting in the kitchen table pondering on the different ways I could spend the day. One of the drawbacks of being in your first relationship is that you're not quite sure what you're meant to do with your partners. It's too cold to spend any significant amount of time outdoors, so we're basically limited to the indoors. Peered out at my watch, 10:40 a.m. Pretty early, Sayori probably isn't even awake yet. As my gaze eagerly settles on the used place in front of me, a night hit me. Oh, Sayori, you love this. About half an hour later, my little surprise radiant carefully placed into a bag. The sun knocked her over to her room with the hope that she's still sound asleep. Just as I hope she's still fast asleep, no surprise given it's not even 11 yet. But what's she dreaming? As I silently makes my approach, I'm struck by how cute she looks when she's sleeping. Wait, that didn't sound super creepy, did I? I'm mentally just stop being such a weirdo, iPhong. But the way she curled into a ball, even with her hair being a mess, and a slight trickle of juice leaking from her mouth, ew. She's perfect. I don't think there's any way that this girl could ever look anything less than beautiful. Man, I did see a footage of someone draws over someone's eyelid. Oh my god. That's disgusting. The light sounds of her snoring turned my light smile into a heartfelt ring. Sitting down my back, I finally walked over to her and gently brushed and locked her hair that fallen into her mouth. Open mouth. She calls slightly at my head and brushes against her forehead. Wakey, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. I'll make you breakfast. She grumpily sits up and rubs her eyes, hugging the blanket closer to her. I didn't have to, iPhong. Then I feel disappointed and slightly irritated by her reaction. I was really looking forward to seeing how exuberant she should be. What time is it? Like 11. Yawning, she pushes the cover of the seat up. She still looks quite tired. She gingerly opens the bag, forces a smile onto her face. You can thank your dear sunshine poem for inspiration, especially that last line. Because I'm so selfish. I have such a comfortable friend who's been super considerate and make me breakfast in bed. I can't even thank you properly. You went through this just for me. Anyone else would be really appreciative, and yet here I am complaining that you're here. No, it's not that at all. I mean, yeah, I was hoping you'd really be happier to see me, but it's staying on me for forgetting how difficult mornings can be for you. Don't worry about it. I can tell that my words haven't convinced her in the slightest. I don't get the feeling that you don't want me here. Relax. She slowly starts chewing on the food. This is really good. Pretty basic stuff. And I'm glad you like it. Natsu's cooking has nothing on me, as you can see. How is it that you make me laugh even when it's the last thing I want to do? Magic, I think. Maybe I was a comedian in the past life. There's a question that Sarah has been trying to answer for the past 100 or so years. By the way, can we just have a lazy day today? Don't really feel like going outside and eating. Fine by me. As she finished eating, we made our way back to mine. We pretty much resumed a standard activity curling on the sofa. Can I ask you something? Can you got the link on your bedroom? Maybe my earlier worries were unfounded after all. We both content in just being in each other's presence, regardless of the activity. If you cuddle in the sofa while you turn on the TV, I mean, I also really like the detail on this light and having a TV will reflect the lights on. That's a really nice detail. But if you're cuddling on the sofa, can you at least watch TV like you did in NASC? About contending each other present regular activity. I'm aimlessly flicking through the movie channel TV. I whip out my phone. Oh god. Hi iPhong. What's up? Not much. Really carrying typing, she's taking off a long time to replies. Get the feeling she blocking up the courage to ask me something. Well, I was wondering. Go on. Would you like to discuss the book with me today? I don't know. I haven't read much of it, to be honest. I think the movie wasn't on Netflix though. Hang on, let me check. Oh god. Netflix and jail. What's up? Don't worry, we just gonna get Netflix and jail. Oh, you know the book you renamed me. I'm checking to see it on Netflix. We are gonna have a horror night. Well, I told Yuri to let her know my thoughts on the book with her, but I haven't really read enough of it to really discuss it. But if I can find it on Netflix, then I thought we could all watch it together instead. Oh, here it is. Oh. Are you okay with it? Yeah, bye. Why you do that, main protagonist? Of course. I'll be terrible for anyone stop her from coming over. Other people are out there having a tough time too. She shifts her attention to the television, a wide smiles on her face. Okay, I figured that if you were here too, you wouldn't feel like I was, I don't know, leaving you out or anything. It's fine, iPhone. Dear God, that clown looks even uglier on the big screen. I never liked clowns. Good news, I found it. You can come over. Siri is here too, by the way. I was sure that I wouldn't be interrupting anything. Nah, she says she's fine with it. It's all good. That's where you're wrong, main protagonist. God dang it. One text later, Yuri is eagerly waiting outside my door, book in hand. Hey Yuri, come on in, series in the living room. Yeah, the new iPhone, thank you for suggesting this, by the way. I haven't seen the movie's version yet. They're neither heavy, should be interesting. Hey Yuri. Yuri smiles in greeting. I heard good things about the film adaptation, so I'm hopeful that this will be enjoyable. Only one way to find out. Why do I have the feeling that I have to choose between Sayori and Yuri? As I predicted, Sayori is a massive chicken, jumping at a very loud noise and suspenseful scene. On the other hand, Yuri seems totally engrossed in the movie, never once step away during the ominous scenes. For the most part, it's difficult to read her face as she remains fairly impassive. Although a look of wonder and interest occasionally flickers across her face, especially when the monster is on screen. It's definitely one of the better horror movies I watch. Granted, that isn't saying much, as I haven't seen too many. I admit the acting in this film is very solid. Both the clowns and the young kids who serve as the protagonists are brought to life really well. Oh no, please don't tell me that you're gonna go in that creepy building. Let me guess, you're watching Saw. Why are you going there? It's a nightmare waiting to happen. She tucks him behind the cushion on the out intermittently, something to doing once the cloud was first introduced. I laugh and pull her up closer. She cuddles into my shoulders, turning her face so she can still see. Also, the character from Saws, yeah, that actually a cloud anyway. I mean, yeah. I mean, some people can say it's an anonymous face, but it doesn't like it. But man, you can see it's still clouds though. Is it? Out of the corner of my eye, I catch Yuri quickly throwing us a glance. From my peripheral vision, it's hard to tell if she looks a little sad. Ah, don't worry, you can make it like a fake when it's scary, and then the other guy say, "Don't worry, I'll protect you," like that. I grimaced a little. Clearly, I forgot how isolated Yuri felt at home. Watching Siri and I cuddle is probably a painful reminder. Especially if Siri's prediction about how Yuri feels about me is true. An hour or so later, the movie's over. It's been really interesting to hear Yuri's thought, not just on the movie, but on the horror genre on the whole. And that's something I admire about the portable movie. How about approaching the present the main theme of fear? A lot of film adaptations of books tend to over-sensationalize the content. Many horror movies rely on the cheap jump scare to elicit a reaction. Of course, there's nothing inherently wrong with jump scare, but I think the best horror tends to get under your skin, like skipping. Right after you finish, yeah, I agree, jump scare just annoy you. Really, they startle you. Sure, the build-up can be tense, but when I've seen horror movies make it obvious when ones come out. The music is really quiet and really spooky. The character is in a dark place. Indeed, sadly, that is quite the common occurrence with the modern horror. There's not much left to your imagination. I can't help but notice that Sayori is being very quiet throughout the discussion Yuri and I are having. You okay, Yuri? You okay, Sayori? I can also say the same thing. You okay, Yuri? Because these two are my most concern at the moment. Do I have to pick one of these two? I don't really have much to say. Did you carry on? I'm fine. She's looking absentmindedly at the screen. It's unfortunate that the second part of the movie isn't out yet. It's like being to only read half the book. The second part is about how the character come back to fight the clown when they are done, right? Indeed, and that's why the plot really shines. Anyway, I have some errands to begin with, so I'm going ahead to leave. Thank you both, by the way, I really appreciate it. Also, I'm really gonna thank you for Yuri because we have a good time Netflix and chill. That's okay, Yuri, I hope you're feeling better. Very close to me. What did you tell me? Did you tell her? Did you tell her? My face grows hot and my head to reassure Siri that nothing was going on between Yuri and I. I totally forgot Yuri's confession was likely confidential. Oh dang, yeah, it is. Sorry, Yuri, I didn't realize it was a private. It's okay, I suppose it's only fair that there's clarity between two people in a relationship. I'm glad that Yuri is so understanding. Anyway, I'll see you two on Monday. Goodbye. See ya. Bye, Yuri. Johnny. As Yuri left, I turned to Sayori, she looking a little rueful. I hope you were right about the therapy, iPhong. Ready tomorrow. We have Netflix and chill. We gonna make some effect while watching a horror, and then I'm just gonna take advantage of that all. Okay. Good luck tomorrow. It's going to be just fine, don't worry. I hope so. I should probably get going as well. I'll see you tomorrow. And we'll wave City Paul as well. Hope everything's okay. If things just go like Nasu, I'm so gonna peace. Yeah, that music. You're gonna be end up like something bad, isn't it? As my eyes slowly open, I can't help but feel nervous about how today will go. I can only imagine how nervous Sayori is. It's such a big step for her too. I just hope it goes well. After hopping out of bed, I start morning routine, trying to think of a good way to keep me occupied until our session is over. As I'm trying to distract myself on my computer, my mind wanders over to how Sayori must be doing right now. I mean, yeah, honestly, playing games can help me ease my mind, but however, for something big that related to my online friends or something sad happens that mm, near my life, I cannot relax. As I never need it myself, I have absolutely no clue what therapy is like. Feel a little uneasy given seeing as I'm putting all my faith in someone I never met before. So much uncertainty. Still so much I don't know about her depression. Pale killed, I remember how there for a few years when we didn't talk at all. Those were the years where she probably needed me the most. Wearing on my face, becoming even more impatient for her session to end. The doorbell rings, and upon opening the front door, I'm greeted with Sayori, a look of uncertainty and nervousness plastered on her face. After a quick kiss, I eagerly lead her back to the sofa. I don't want to be pushy, but I can't really stand the wait any longer. So how did it go? It was okay, I guess. How okay? She doesn't elaborate, so I decided to try a different angle. Well, what's the therapist like? Are they good? Is the therapist a woman or man? Yeah, I guess he's alright. His name is Dr. Satoshi. He's a patient and he was pretty gentle. That's great news, that's a male. He was sighed to relief. This was precisely the kind of discussion I was hoping to hear. She smiles wanly. Yeah, he's definitely better than the last one I had. Not that that's saying much. But hey, let's focus on the present, eh? That's her trying to maintain my facade of positivity. On the inside, however, I'm just as nervous and worried as she is. Yeah. She cheers up into silence. Normally I press it, but I figured she had a lot on her mind after the session. Hey, Siri. Yeah. Why don't we play something? We don't have enough people for a board game though. Nah, I don't mean board game. Remember when we used to play video game together when we were kids? I always found video games as a really good way to escape reality. Last year, when I was really lonely, I find it helped to take my mind off things. Plus, there's some games I have that I think you might enjoy. She stood up looking very grateful that I decided not to push her mood. Yeah, that could be fun. What were you thinking of? As it turns out, I still have some more of the game we used to play. Do you remember Banjo-Kazooie? The game that I guess in the Christmas thing. Yeah, I have a question on that when you play Trivial Pursuit. Yeah, that's the one. Let's give it a whirl. I was hoping gaming has proven to be a wonderful way to get her mind off terribly. She truly lost in a colorful, immersive world, and with her face scrunched up with determination. At first, I wasn't very good at game, and I thought she wasn't very good at game, struggling with the controls, getting lost, and generally being unsure of what she's meant to do. I would not good in the game either because honestly, when you first time playing games, you just gonna experience the control. Although after a few pointers from me, she's really starting to pick it up and was soon getting a hang of it. Sarah can be really good at things when she puts her mind into it. It's almost uncanny how skilled she can be, especially as she contrasts against the airheaded vibes she can give out. I need to find a jigsaw piece there. I laugh. It looks like she having a great time. It's heartwarming to see her happy. Even if it's over just a video game, nothing ever beats seeing her say a smile. You never know just how cute you are, Sari. Huh? Just seeing you happy makes me so happy, and I swear nothing will ever change that. Oh, not that I'm complaining or anything, but where did all this come from? Truly, I'm not exactly sure. Gaming. Part of me thinks that it's my guilty conscience. In some strange way, I guess I'm trying to compensate for that huge gap in our friendship history. What if we had never drifted apart? Would I still be trying to help her through her depression? iPhone, are you there? You're looking kinda sad. No. What's up? A bright smile does nothing for my guilt. I'm sorry, Siri. What are you saying sorry for, silly? You only probably began to hang out not too long ago, right? Since September? Yeah. She paused it again and set the controller down, sensing the urgency in the situation. And you've been depressed for a long time, but I wasn't there for you. We drifted apart all because of what? Because I was a bad guy. A bad guy who prioritized gaming anime over my best friend. I can't imagine how hard things were for you when we weren't really talking. I forgot that it's your phone. She gently takes my hand in her. Oh, part of me think that, well, I have made some more effort with you back then, perhaps you're. Now, us tripping apart didn't cause me to be depressed, I found. Truthfully, I don't really know why I developed depression. There's a lot I don't know about my condition. But one thing I know is that it doesn't really need a reason. That's why my doctor said that last time I tried therapy. So please, don't you ever think that you somehow contribute to my depression, okay? You're like a polar opposite. When I'm with you, I'm happy. You make me feel like I'm actually worth something, even though my brain tries really hard to tell me that you're lying. Yeah, but that's in the present. What about in the past? When there were years we didn't hang out at all. I actually had this conversation with Monica once. It's not for friends to be like that, I think. You can go a long time without talking to someone. You reconnect with them and you can both get along as if nothing ever happened. Did anything really change? I paused upon hearing her words. I guess she does have a point, but I'm finding it hard to internalize. She reaches forward and strokes my face, gently lifting my chin up so we maintain eye contact. The way I see it, we get along just as well now as we did as kids. Besides, what happened in the past was in the past. If anything, the time apart makes me appreciate the time that I do spend with you even more. Well, I'm glad you feel that way, Sari. I really am. It's just you going to therapy today make me realize the reality of depression. It makes me reflect on how much I've been absent in your life. I didn't mean to spring this on you, but I blew at that. Especially when you wanted to take your mind off therapy. It was pretty inconsiderate of me. It's okay, it really is. I'm just glad that we can talk these things out, you know. You've been really patient with me, so it's the least I can do for you. And I'd much rather be talking about whatever bothers you than you bothering me up. Although bottles are meant to be shared, right? You can have a laugh, that was clever. If you say so, I do. Seriously, everyone, please don't blame yourself for anything, okay? It's really easy for you to say that actually. I always remember the past. I did make videos about this before and I was really scared and I always blame myself for being a bad guy. And I did talk about how I used to accidentally harm teachers' fingers and also as well that doing something that really straightforward and just messed up their privacy and man. And I mean, I did a lot of bad things in the past, and I was a d-bag at that times. And no matter how much I really want to change myself, no matter how much I even change the relationship, starting with new friends, online friends, it doesn't mean that I can get away with it because sooner or later they're gonna find out my past life, and they gonna change their mind, you know. And it's really hard to change, and once you make mistakes and no matter how many times you say sorry, time pass, they not gonna forgive you anyway. And I did say sorry a lot, I did make mistake a lot, and it comes to a point that people get annoyed at me a lot of time when I was in high school and secondary school. And it just It's just not cool at all, no. And yeah, I can say it's also the reason why my depression past over 5 or 6 years has comes up, and yeah, it's never easy, man. I mean, even though I get that off my chest in that videos that I made in, I mean, it's never easy. It's never easy actually. I've been much happier ever since you came back into my life. I've gone so many years thinking that it was something I have to bear alone. But I have to admit it's nice not having gone through this by myself. She squeezed my hand. It's like, can we really change the past? We can't change the past, can we? Yeah. Time pass, can't change the past. Yeah, I guess you're right. You really do have such big heart, you know that? Nothing ever changed with you. And that's never going to change. It's moments like this that really bring about the warm, fuzzy feelings inside me. I never felt anything like this before, but it feels so right. Now, I think we have some jigsaw to collect, don't you think? Of course, let's get back to the game, shall we? She reaches for the controller and starts playing once more. I think moments will whisk away into a world of childhood memories, feel of her warmth in my arms, sound of innocent laughter, and the smell of her hair. The little voice of guilt remains, but it's now easier to ignore. Before we knew it, the later hours of the evening have arrived. Man, time really flies when you know you're having fun, right? Doesn't it? I have less choice. I really have a bad feeling about this. There should be more choice in the third act, isn't it? Especially when you're gaming, I can't remember the amount of time we lost track of time during the hardcore gaming session, especially a session that goes well into the night. Sarah is now yawning and stretching as she does so. Wow, it's super late already, and tomorrow's school day as well. No fun. Tell me about it. Monday mornings are absolute worst. And the same for the workers out there. They don't want to work in the morning in their workplace. Not even Sakura can save them. I just want another break. We just had a Christmas one. I know. Oh well. Anyway, I should get going. Leaving so soon? I tend to putting puppy dog because of the loud and shake her hand. It's late. I reached toward her and pull her into an embrace. In a playful attempt to stop her from leaving, I push her back down the sofa, wrapping my arm tightly around her body. You fall into my grand trap. There's no escape. Oh, you got me. What can I do? Nothing my mastermind plan is absolutely foolproof. Sincerely proof. What do you? Her lips miss mine immediately and taking away another world. Man, I'm almost scared how powerful the sensation is whenever we kiss. No fair. Are you complaining? You prefer it just. Her tone is innocent and playful. Not kiss you again? Winky winky. I didn't say that. Okay. You win. There's one thing you didn't prepare for. Oh, and what could that be? Philip pooped her on the nose. Poop? What? Surprise sneaky poop on loud. Surprise sneaky kisses all. You had me trapped. It was just self-defense. So was my boob. This isn't over, Minnie. Looking forward to a rematch then. I reach over and check my phone. It's almost midnight. As much as I hate to admit it, we probably should go here for a day. Although I haven't said that, an idea just popped into my mind. Okay, sorry, do you want to come to my bedroom and sleep together? How about... Okay, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I really want to respect her walking home, but I don't know. I really want to respect her to walk to home because tomorrow's school day and it would be so weird that it come to the same direction, but it's gonna turn her down, and I don't know. Luckily, I saved beforehand this time, and oh my god, finally the choice. Oh. Yep. Why don't we stay the night? Here. That way we can also make breakfast tomorrow morning before school. Oh, good idea. Oh, I didn't think of that. Where will we sleep though? My bedroom. I was thinking we take a sofa. You have my bed. Boo boo. You don't do that. That's gonna turn it down. Nuh-uh, there's no way I'm letting that happen. You can't sleep with me. Yes, indeed. This was silent for a second, made slightly comical by the fact Sayori hasn't realized the implication of her words. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean like that. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm just gonna get myself in place. I'll be back in a second. Alright. After completing my bedtime preparation, I wearily slide into bed, thinking about the conversation that took place today. There's been a lot of taking, I suppose, ever since Sayori became my girlfriend. There's always been nagging fear that I'm getting into something that weighs beyond me. Starting therapy again has helped it spell that worry, though. Today was relatively smooth, and I'm hoping that doesn't change. Finally, I hear the click on the front door, followed by footsteps. I'm just gonna get in there, actually. Should probably update my moms on what's going on. It's been a while since I've last spoken. My room doors opens once more as I make mental note to call. I think you're ready to talk about Dawn's about the relationship status. As Siri approaches to bed, I can't help but notice how nice her leg look in those shorts. Won't you be going those pajamas? No. I hate you warm me up, remember? I'm suddenly very grateful that I have a blanket covering my body. She's nice next to me, pulling the blanket over herself. Slowly she inches over me and the maneuver herself top of her lies just below my chin. Resting her head on my chest, she looks up at me, moves in for a quick kiss and giggles. At such proximity, I can hear her puppy. My hands feel soft and warm against the fabric on my shirt. She's incredibly warm, but it isn't overbearing in the slightest. On these things, I rub my arm around her body and rest my face on top of her hair. Oyasumi nasai, Sayori. Oyasumi. A final kiss on her forehead. Oyasumi, iPhong. Good night, iPhong. Oh god. Yes! But I don't know if it's a good idea though, because people gonna see me weird because we walk in the same direction. Oh god. Suddenly I pull my sleeve by what appears to be something. As I slowly hear the grogginess, I also aware slight damage on my chest. Nightmare? I hate it when Sayori has a nightmare. The feeling of powerlessness, the sound of fear, the look of anguish on her face is always hard. Like, oh my god. Nande. Why can't you hear me? Well, I didn't see that coming, but I'm so not gonna use this as a thumbnail. Can you hear me? I need you. Come back, please come back. Sayori? I gently shake her. Sayori, it's okay, I'm here. It's okay. I hold her as she carries on whimpering. She clings to me even harder, shaking with fear. I can only imagine what's going on inside her head. I fumble for my phone. A blinking flash tells me that it's 7:01. Wait, is that iPhone? Sayori, it's me. You were just having a nightmare. Don't worry, I got you. She shook her head sorry as her crying subsides. That was horrible. What happened? She takes a deep breath and composes herself. Everything was so dark. Don't you want me to light the bedroom? You, Yuri, Monica, and Natsu, you were all three. But whenever I tried to talk to you, there was invisible bubble around me. No, you could hear me, but there was this shadowy figure that kept talking to me. Fresh tears filled her eyes once more. It keeps saying horrible things. Told me that I was useless and that everyone would be so much better off if I wasn't around. That you'd be much happier with Yuri. That therapy is pointless. I'm just fighting a losing battle. Nothing more than a false hope, no matter how hard I try to believe otherwise. She sniffles. I tried calling out to you, to the girls, to anyone, but it was just me and the voice tormenting me, telling me everything that I've been trying so hard not to believe. It felt so real. iPhong so real. Just when I thought things might have the chance of being okay again. I hate this. Why can't I just be normal? It's already 7. Sorry, I just can't go to school today. I'm gonna save it in another place because that's the choice, right? It's okay, I won't go either. But what about... I couldn't care less about that. There's no way in heck that I'm going to leave you alone after the night you had. I can't miss the odd day of school. It's fine, trust me. So if I leave Sayori behind and leave her sleep in her own house, would that be I'm going to school alone? She opens her mouth to protest, but upon seeing the steely resolution on my face, she reluctantly obeys. I'll get you some water, be back in a second. After several hugs, a few attempts at reassurance, and a cup of hot chocolate, Sayori has managed to calm down. The mood is still rather sober. She's staring at the ground with a look of vacancy on her face. I don't know why I'm like this, iPhong. Why is that something as stupid as little nightmare makes me feel this bad? I was hoping that finally there was a light at the end of the tunnel, but that was just naive of me, wasn't it? It's okay, you don't have to say anything, iPhong. I know you might feel like you have to say some magical words to make me feel better, but all you have to do is listen. What really hurts me was the voice telling me that you'll be much better off with Yuri as your girlfriend. Man, is that a real anti-depression? Man, that's the reason why you don't do anti-depression at all, man. I mean, what if they're gonna give a negative effect? I'm trying really hard to believe that I'm a good girlfriend and that I'm worth your time, but those doubts are always there, in the back of my mind. I know you never break my trust, but I just wish I could convince my stupid brain to see it the same way. It's so unfair on you, and I was just so scared that it might all be for nothing. What do you mean? What if I never get better? What if I'm always going to be like this? The pieces are all broken. You're trying so hard to put them back together, but what if you can't? What if you can't put them back together because some of them are gone? I don't have the answer for that. I hate feeling like this, feeling like I lost something that I will never get back, no matter how good your support and how well therapy goes. I can't remember last time I was so tired, iPhong. That's the worst part about depression, the exhaustion that never goes away. An exhaustion that sleep can never fix. The only good thing about sleep is an escape from my mind, at least for a few hours. When I don't get nightmare, I don't have nightmare, I'm just so tired of it all. She slowly started yanking down her face once more, her face looked utterly resigned. I wish I could just wake up one day and actually have hope. She faces me with a sad smile, her cheeks glistening with tears. Actually, she needed hope. I hope that maybe that might be okay. Just when I begin to think that could be true. Days like this that happens. I hate this day. I hate this day so much. Therapy is already hard enough, and these nightmares makes me feel like what little progress I've made is now worthless. Or a doubt that I tried so hard to keep in check break. free and they are merciless. I went away with her tears and gently grasped her hands up in mine. We will get through this together, Sayuri. Just like I said, I don't care how long it takes or what we have to endure. She looks away. Why is it that I never feel like I'm actually getting through to her? I have to try to stay positive for both of our sakes, even though seeing her like this is one of the most demoralizing things on the planet. No matter what, you'll never be alone in dealing with this. If your pieces are broken, we create new one. I can't imagine how hard it is for you. Really, iPhong? How can you possibly know what it's like to feel how I'm feeling? Because I've been there before. Exactly, you don't know what this feels like. The constant numbness, the constant feeling that no matter what I do, this shadow will always be there, here. Crying myself to sleep, waking up in fear, in tears, having to fake everything because you're terrified that people will see a real you. But I've seen the real you, and you're still here and you're still trying to help. I get it, I really do. I know you're just trying to help, but it's just hard to see your encouragement as anything but than empty words. This isn't something you can fix, just saying the right stuff. She burst into tears once more. As much as I wish it was. I scooped her into a hug. She tried to push me away initially, but I held firm, holding her closer to my chest. She eventually abates to sob unrestrainedly into my chest. I'm scared, I found. I whispered softly in her ear as she stroked back her head. I know, Sayuri, I'm scared as well. I'm scared the relationship may break apart, actually. And I've been there before. I mean, for those who are having depression, you have the voice in your head, actually. The voice of yourself, talking to yourself in your head. And then it's just trying to say that, man, nobody likes you. Nobody just wants you here. You just better off to not leaving. And I experienced that for years. And I mean, honestly, don't take antidepressant. It may give you a negative effect. We both fall silent, with the only sound permitting the room being the sound of her anguish cries. Sayori? She mumbles into my chest. I'm sorry I say the wrong things. I just don't know what the right thing to say, and I do. Now this whole thing is just totally alien to me, and after you told me that my words are pretty much empty, I'm starting to doubt everything. She wails slightly as she bites her lip. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. It came out much harsher than I intended. I want to believe what you say, I really do. I know that I shouldn't feel jealous, and that I shouldn't compare myself to the other girls. I want to believe all the lovely, reassuring things you say to me, but I can't. I know that what you're saying makes sense. It's just internalizing it is a whole other story. It's not your problem, it's all me being unable to get over this stupid thing. Depression isn't just a stupid thing though, it's a really serious thing. I know it's much more than that, I found. I just can't help how angry it makes me. I just want to be normal like everyone else. It's like I'm not in control of my own body. The depression is the one that chooses my mood for the day. It's just how I react to what I say. Like the day you make me breakfast. I really wish that I would be appreciative for the stuff instead of being irritated that you were in my room so early. It's so unfair, and I keep going on and on about it, and don't ever apologize for venting about your depression, Sayori. I know that my words probably don't sound as reassuring and helpful as I want them to be, but one thing that never change will be my willingness to listen. We've been battling this alone for so long, and it's only fair that I can be shoulder to cry on. The problem is a problem I have, right? It's obviously not that simple in this case, but it's something right. She sniffles and nods slowly. It does have to at least be able to talk about it. That's something then. Having you around as much as I don't think I deserve support, it does make it different. That makes me happy there. It makes me happy there. Really? Yeah, it might not be a huge help, but it's still some help, right? She pauses to reflect. Yeah, I guess so. She nods and shifts herself so that her head lies on my lap. Once she said that, I start absent-mindedly stroking her hair. Can I be honest with you, iPhone? Of course. And I hope the phone's not gonna ruin it. She bites her lip and looks at the floor. I really don't want to carry on with that therapy. Why? What you told me recently that Dr. Satoshi was really understanding. He is. It's just hard to explain. Can you try for my sake? I hate to push her like this, especially when it's clearly something that isn't easy to talk about. Is that because he's a male? If that is so, can change therapy, right? But hearing her saying that she doesn't want to carry on receiving help has made me panic. She sighed. It wouldn't matter if he was the best therapist on the planet or the worst one. I've always been reluctant to try therapy again, like I said a few days ago. It's terrifying. He was so empathetic, but every time he speaks, it's just a constant reminder of the last time where achievement got me so absolutely nowhere. How do I know that this won't just be a repeat of last time? iPhone? I don't want to have to go through all that again. I don't think I'll be able to. Hey, it's different this time. I'm here. But that's another problem. I know you want me to make it better fast, but what did I do? For the most part, I've almost given up. But I know that you still have a lot of hope for me. And I know I disappointed you when I told you that I didn't want to carry on with therapy, right? I don't say anything, she's right. I did get a horrible sinking feeling in my chest, but I can't exactly say that. Unfortunately, my sentence speaks volume. I don't blame you, but it's another worry I have to deal with. Last time I didn't have to worry about letting anyone else down. And apart from my parents, I can see in your face I found you eager for my depression to cure. Is that so wrong? She gives a short, humorless laugh. No, of course it isn't, but it's another expectation, an expectation from someone who means the world to me. The last thing I want to do is hurt you. Sayuri, you don't have to worry about that. I knew that I was getting into it, didn't expect a quick fix. Well, I said that, but now I really starting to realize I had no idea I signed up for this when I made Sayuri my girlfriend. Anyway, here's what I think. Okay, you gave me easy choice before and now you give me a pretty tough choice this time. Ah, God. Those are, those are actually good actually. These two are actually good. I mean, you can give more chance, but I can come these together, but also still give this a chance. Oh my God. You know what? Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna go this episode for a day, and honestly, I actually don't know. I really need a break after this. And normally I'm just gonna pick one or two and I would happy to let you guys know the reason, but in this case it's totally serious. Depression is not a stupid thing, it's a really serious thing, and it may be a thing that if I messed up I'm just gonna ruin everything, and man, yeah, God, I don't know actually. I really hate myself to say this. In the next episode, I'm gonna pick one of these two. I really need some time to think, and I mean, I already picked a choice for today, and I don't know if I did it right. And we sleep together. It's nice, but nightmares still going on, and it is pretty tough. And Monica reminds me of the hero complex. Yuri reminds me that hey, never give up. I don't freaking know, man. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave this here to the next episode. Next episode, I'm gonna pick one of these two, and man. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. The start on the next episode, I'm gonna go right back into this choice. And as always, hasta la vista. Oh my god. I'm totally pissed. You just make me tough there.